Oh my God.
Live from the giant hangover that is 421. Is that true? Is either one of you hungover? Are you going to admit that?
No.
No, not even a little bit.
It's the Hairy Guy is Back Thirsty Thursday edition of Business Pants, joined as always by Emma. I leave work early to go to NBA playoff games. That sounds fancy looking.
Yes.
And Matt has told us probably 43 times he is lactose intolerant Mascardi. I'm Larry Bird's hairstylist. In today's bag of Nobody Cares About 421 Nuggets called April 21st, 2022, Damien plays the Trade Desk CEO game, and Emma plays the Mad Libs headline game, and Matt just plays our stupid games.
I'm feeling a little
Called
hot
out.
calls the kettle here, given Mr. I haven't been here for Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, giving me crap. Come on.
Just shows up. Look at that. He just shows up and starts slinging mud.
In fact, I was in the city of the TD Garden, so
It's
I was close to a playoff game.
And leaving work early, by the way, is like 4:45. Like it was almost 5
I
o'clock.
don't care. Same difference. Early is early.
I like how Emma thinks 5 o'clock is like the end of the day.
I know, that's a misconception I need to
We're
break.
professionals here. We're a finance company.
Yeah. 1 a.m. or nothing.
Matt, you ready to play some games?
Yeah, I like the oddly specific Trade Desk CEO game. I'm excited about this.
And Emma, do you want to play the game with Matt? How do you want to do this?
Here's
we can
the
both kind of
problem
play
that I
together.
do think I know the answers, so it's up
we'll
to
let
you
Matt play.
whether
Let
you
Matt
want
play.
me to.
Here we go. Here we go. Biggest CEO pay package so far. $835 million to the head of an ad tech firm. That's the headline from the Wall Street Journal. It's very specific, isn't it? They say CEO and ad tech firm. They're really giving you a lot of details there.
And so far.
Yeah,
So far.
The bulk of the pay package given to the CEO reflects a stock option award that vests or becomes exercisable in 8 batches if the company's stock price rises significantly over the next decade. So don't laugh, because this is what happened to Elon Musk, and it was like $1 billion, so it's close to this one. And all the corporate governance experts were like, well, it's not going to happen, so whatever. But you know what? It happens.
It does.
So don't laugh.
This is the new normal. Elon
New
Musk
normal.
has reset the
Yes.
way
Actually, that's
pay
true.
packages are going to happen.
True.
That sucks.
Tim Cook got the same thing.
In honor of the biggest pay package so far in 2021,
So far.
let's play. The Trade Desk CEO was already rich quiz game called The Trade Desk CEO is Getting Richer. And does anybody know the name of the Trade Desk CEO? And does the Wall Street Journal even know the name of the company quiz game?
Wow. That
Okay.
hurt.
The game got more specific.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. First of all, Matt, question number 1. What the hell is Trade Desk? I'll give you some options.
Oh, I like options.
A desk where trades happen. An American multinational technology company that specializes in real-time programmatic marketing automation technologies, products, and services designed to personalize digital content delivered to users. Or an ad tech firm.
Well, I'm going to say that the second one sounds like the one I should pick, but the headline said an ad tech firm, so I'm going with that.
Well, you're kind of right. Actually, I'm going to give it to you because it's both B and C. Those are both correct. Both of those answers are correct.
Boom! Nailed it.
But don't you love how the Wall Street Journal, imagine owning and working and running this company, and the Wall Street Journal can't even say your name in the headline. Like, you're just a part of an industry. You don't even get to be a name.
If you said Trade Desk.
Okay, well, good point. That's why it was the first question in our quiz. Here we go. Number 2, who is the CEO of Trade Desk? Because the Wall Street Journal didn't tell you. Okay, here we go. And I did this. I helped you out here. In order of the most common last names in the United States. This is color-coded last names. Here we go. First of all, Jeff Brown. That's the 4th most common.
Okay.
Jeff White, 24th most common. Jeff Green, 41st. Jeff Gray, 87. Jeff Black, 174. Jeff Blue, that's the 1466th most common name in the U.S. Or Jeff Redmond. That's the 1647th most common name. Who do you think?
if I'm just playing the game straight up, right? Like
Yeah.
it.
Oh, you are.
If I have to think like Damien, and I
Yeah.
do not know the answer to this question, by the way, and I'm going to guess it's got to be either green or gray because they're in the middle. You wouldn't.
No, I did. I put them in order of the most common U.S.
I
names
know,
in
but
the
this
census.
is the kind of thing that Damien sees his name and is like, I wonder how many Jeff Grays there are, and then looks up and he's like, oh my God, it's like the 5th most colored names. And that's now when I'm constructing the question, I'm going to go as far as Jeff Redmond because it has to be somewhere in the middle. So it's going to be green or gray. I'm going to go with gray, Jeff Gray.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
There was actually a hint embedded in the opening of the show, and that hint is Emma Lurking, who went to a Celtics game. Not only is the Celtic green, but former Celtics player Jeff Green. So yeah, the CEO.
this is a lot of deep
trade
cuts.
desk is Jeff Green.
Damien,
Moving on.
I have to say, I was right there. I was like, oh, Jeff Green, Celtics.
Yeah,
I knew
see, Emma knows, Emma
exactly
knows.
where you were.
Well, it could have been
Moving on.
Jalen Brown.
Oh,
True.
see, you understand how these games work already. I like
Yeah,
that.
they're ridiculous.
They're color coded.
But we're learning things, and we're about to learn even more. Moving on. Number 3, even before this 2021 pay package, where does Jeff Green's where does he rank on a list of the wealthiest Utah residents? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. Where does he rank? The wealthiest Utah residents.
I would
even
like some more
before.
options beyond 5th.
Well, I have etc. for you.
I'm going to go with he's probably not first. I'm going to give him the second wealthiest person in Utah.
So this is a company awarding the wealthiest Utah resident. He's the first, the most. He's the wealthiest Utah resident with over $5 billion net worth. This is a company giving him another $1 billion. Well, what's the incentive there? I gotta ask.
Is he the same guy who spewed conspiracy theories?
Oh,
he's
let's move on. Maybe this will help you answer the question. Actually, this will help you answer that question. Number 4.
Don't Google things. Don't Google things.
Get away
Stop
from
Googling.
whatever you're doing over there. Macrame is fine, but no Googling. Emma's right. Number 4, Jeff Green, the trade desk CEO, who is a former Latter-day Saint missionary and Brigham Young University graduate, said what about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in 2021? Very, very famously covered here. Did he say, pray to have eyes to see God's hand in your life and the world around you? Did he say, may we see the light of Christ in others constantly and help them see it in themselves? Sorry if I'm laughing at this.
Definitely didn't say that.
Did he say, as you obey, the impressions from the Spirit will come more frequently, becoming closer and closer to constant companionship? Or did Jeff Green, trade desk CEO, say, I believe the church is actively and currently doing harm in the world. The church leadership is not honest about its history, its finances, and advocacy. I believe the Mormon church has hindered global progress in women's rights, civil rights, and racial equality, and LGBTQ plus rights.
I'm going to go with pray to have the eyes to see God's hand in your life and in the world around you.
Obviously, you're right. No, Jeff Green kind of famously spoke out against the Church of Latter-day Saints, and then he rescinded his membership. I didn't know you needed to do that. So I guess that answers your question. He's probably not a conspiracy theorist if he's...
Yeah, who am I thinking of, Emma?
Yeah,
where we covered a story.
It's a part owner of the Utah Jazz.
Yes,
right?
who
or
was
the
sending
Warriors. No, the Jazz.
emails about like the COVID conspiracy. That's right. That must be the second richest person in Utah, not the first.
Yeah, actually,
that's where I'm getting it confused.
Matt's not joking. He was a CEO who fled to like maybe the Cayman Islands as he spewed that the Jews were controlling COVID.
Yes, it was it was the Jews controlled COVID. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but I don't think he mentioned Holocaust blankets. Moving on, number 5.
The Jews should feel proud. According to conspiracy theorists, Jews control a lot. Congrats.
No, we do. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
Good work.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, number 5. So Jeff Green, so he made a sizable investment as part of this quote, right? He made a very sizable investment, quote. He called it sizable, to send a message that Equality Utah isn't going anywhere. So I'm asking you, Matt, what percentage of his $835 million pay package does that sizable investment represent? 70%, 7%, 0.7%, or 0.07%?
Ooh. Well, let's see. 835 million. times
Remember, it's a sizable investment. Sizable.
7.
Really
That means
wanna send a message.
$150,000 is what? 0.07? 0.07.
Yes.
Damn.
That's the sizable investment.
Well, because
yeah.
the clue here was once I could figure out what the 7 was,
Mm-hmm.
then it's 1.5 million or 150,000 or 15 million. Not going to happen. Or 100 and it's just once I figured that out, then it's obviously going to be the lowest.
Yeah, so this dude who got an $835 million pay package, his idea of a real message was a $600,000 investment. That's a sizable investment. And bonus question, Matt, what does the equivalent sizable investment from a median American household? What is the equivalent sizable investment from a median American household? Like out of $122,000. Yeah, close. Out of $122,000 the median American household makes, it would be an $85 sizable check to show that, to prove. Okay, moving on.
Look, $85 buys you a lot of Netflix, and they could use your help.
Yeah, they could actually.
Less
Moving
Netflix
on,
now.
2 more in our beautiful trade desk quiz game. Matt, who controls the voting power at Trade Desk and thereby has the ultimate authority to approve or deny the CEO's massive
I have
pay
no
package?
idea. Could it be the CEO himself?
Wait, how did you know that? That's right. Isn't that odd? It's
so
actually
weird.
Jeff Green himself controls 49.3% of Trade Desk, along with his business partner and CTO, who has my favorite name of 2022, David Pickles. And
You're so
Jeff
juvenile. It's great.
Jeff Green controls the voting power by this magical potion that gives his Class B shares 10 votes per share. I don't know how they do this.
Alchemy.
I've never seen them make the potion, although I've seen every Harry Potter movie. I've read all the books.
it's alchemy.
It's a pretty cool trick, isn't it? 10 votes per share. I love that. All right, and finally, Matt, I want you to name 2 distinguishing facts about Trade Desk Compensation Chair Catherine Fallberg, who is an independent director. Okay? She's independent of management and Jeff Green. Can you name 2 distinguishing facts about good old Catherine
I'm coming into
Fallberg?
this totally blind. I've never looked her up, and
Yes.
here are my guesses, my pure guesses.
Yep.
She's been with Trade Desk on the board for at least 15 years.
Okay.
And my second guess would be she is somehow involved directly with a philanthropic activity that Jeff Green leads.
Look, the spirit of your answer is correct. So I'm going to give it to you. The details are off, but I think you're right. This woman is not independent. Here we go. Well, first of all, she's super busy and may not be paying attention to his pay package because she also does this on 4 other boards.
Nicely done.
So she's pretty busy. She's got 5 boards. Imagine that.
5?
Imagine
Headed-
managing 5
Five is a
boards.
lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Listen, the CEOs of the companies where she's on other boards are Jeff Brown, Jeff Gray, and Jeff Redmond.
See, I like that callback.
Just to
Callback
see
joke.
if Jeff's.
The other distinguishing factor about Catherine Fallberg, chair of the Compensation Committee at Trade Desk, is that she happened to previously work with Jeff Green at ADECN, the world's first online advertising exchange that was founded by Jeff Green. So they worked together.
Yeah, I think that's 100%
Whoops.
correct for
Oops.
me. That's my.
No, you got it.
I
You
got
got it.
that one. I nailed
And a
it.
bonus question as we end this game: which 2 of the following quotes did the CEO of Trade Desk say about his company's new independent director, the same director that would chair Trade Desk Compensation Committee? Yes, that's Catherine Fallberg, and be ultimately responsible in setting the Trade Desk CEO's pay package. So, what are the 2 of the following quotes that he said about her as she joined the board? This is real. I got this from the press release just this morning. Okay, which 2 quotes did he say about her? 1, I've known Kate for nearly 10 years.
Oh,
Or 2, remember, name which 2 quotes. Or 2, I'm delighted to be working with her again.
he said both. He said both.
That's right.
That's a trick question.
That was tricky.
I've never, honestly, I've never seen that in a press release. It's just
In the
coming
press
right to the point.
release.
And yeah, in fact, the first thing, even before he listed her qualifications to be on the board, the very first thing he said was, "I've known Kate for nearly 10 years."
I think that's
all you need to know.
fantastic. There's no need to hide it. He has all the voting power anyway. He might as well just say, Kate and I decided this when we were taking our kids to soccer practice. We hang out every weekend and have for the last 60 years. Like, he might as well just come out with it. That's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that's the Trade Desk quiz show. And really, I only put the show together to point my finger at all the ESG research companies to say, give all the dual class, all the dictatorships, just give them an F. Just fail them.
I like that
Just fail
that game was so specific.
All right. Emma.
All right. Onward to a less intensely specific game, but still a game. So yay. We are going to do a Stuff You Missed Mad Lib edition this lovely
stuff
Thursday.
Damien missed or everyone?
Well, you're
everyone.
playing.
We all missed it. We were talking about Elon for too long or something. We all missed it.
Amen.
So before I get to the information spewing of my segment, I'm going to make Matt and Damien play an annoying game first. Here we go.
Wait. Okay.
Headline number 1. The Mad Lib will become clear to you.
Got it.
FDA investigating reports of illness from blank. It is an item of food.
Oh. I mean, why
Chipotle.
do I go to Chipotle? Yeah, I went to Chipotle first in my head.
Both of you are thinking E. coli, aren't you?
Yeah, I always think Chipotle when I think.
It's just Chipotle. The answer is Chipotle. It's
Illness
not a
from
food
Chipotle.
item. It's Chipotle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. What?
That I'm truly sorry, but
Yeah, looking for the button. Yep,
There it is. I found it.
no, it is not Chipotle. It is Lucky Charms, actually.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, I
Yes.
did see that. I did see that.
So
Really? Isn't it
3,000
cardboard?
people reported to iwaspoisoned.com that they were experiencing nausea, stomach pain, diarrhea, or vomiting after consumption of Lucky Charms. And I didn't know that iwaspoisoned.com was a thing, but good to know.
That's a real
Yeah,
story.
I love that instead of picking up the phone and calling either the doctor or 911, that they went to iwaspoisoned.com. Something probably created in 1994.
But
And more than one of them did it. Who knew? Who knew this was a thing?
Right.
3,000 of them did it.
Well, and the FDA itself also received over 100 reports of illness after consuming Lucky Charms.
Over 100.
Over 100. I mean,
That's
hey,
like how many complaints there were about Janet Jackson's nipple during the Super Bowl.
Oh,
there were
they
way
changed
more than that.
everything.
She got
Way
crucified.
more.
But you will be amused to know that Lucky Charms producer General Mills stated that an internal investigation has not found any evidence of consumer illness linked to the consumption of Lucky Charms. Shocker. Yeah.
What is that?
I think
how does that internal investigation work? Like they sit down Bob and they give him a bowl of Lucky Charms and then they wait 5 minutes?
Basically,
That
they
sounds like a
give him
solid empirical
40
study
bowls
right
of
there.
Lucky Charms from different batches,
And they just study
see
him.
if his
Well, if
bowels
they gave him
move.
40, he would obviously experience stomach pain.
Have
That
you
would
seen
be-
Bob, Emma?
I don't know, Bob.
can
This
handle
is
it,
his
you're right.
full-time job.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Number 2. Let's see here. Okay. Binance created a Twitter emoji that looks like a blank, then deleted it after facing a swift backlash.
Wait,
Come on, this is
Okay, I'm
this
already
is a
like,
gimme.
I'm already like thrown though, like kind of Binance,
Binance, yes.
and then Twitter emoji.
They created a Twitter emoji.
They have their own Twitter emoji. They have their own
They have
emojis.
their own Twitter emoji.
Oh,
yes,
God.
that's
I'm
a
gonna
thing that
call. I'm
companies
gonna
can do.
say a Bitcoined emblazoned Russian flag.
Oh, all
Bitcoin
right.
created a Twitter image that looks like.
I'm gonna go. So that's gonna be Russian flag. That's Matt's answer.
I'm gonna
Yep.
say a Jada Pinkett Smith like bald head. Am I allowed to say that?
A
I don't
slap.
see.
These
Will's
were
not anywhere around.
These are really good at guesses, by the way.
yeah, these are guesses I wasn't quite expecting, but no, not quite.
No.
It's just
Yeah, what could it be?
a classic, simple swastika. You know, it's
You know, that's always my go-to. You know, with the
I know, that's
symbol,
why I'm
that
shocked
would be.
that
But I was like, come on. I mean,
no,
it's
no,
impossible. It's impossible.
no. It was simply just a swastika.
Really?
And they were calling this emoji a hash flag, which is bad enough. And then it
What?
looks so much like a swastika. If you go and look at it, it does
Sorry, I have to
100%
look
look
at
like a
this.
swastika.
Okay.
Binance almost immediately took it down, and they then tweeted the following, which is arguably the funniest thing. We are not sure how that emoji got through several layers of review without anyone noticing, but we immediately flagged the issue, pulled it down, and the new emoji design is being rolled out as we speak. They also said that it was embarrassing, which it was.
Imagine being like the third layer of that review because they're saying several layers, right?
Several.
Imagine being like Gus on layer 3 and being like, I mean, Chandra said it was fine, but this looks a lot like a swastika to me. Are
Well,
we sure we're going with this? I guess I pass it through.
you're forgetting two important points here. One, it was put out on 420, so every layer of review was high. But also,
Oh,
this doesn't look good for Binance. 420 is also happens to be Hitler's birthday.
Oh,
I
really?
shit you not. Yesterday, April 20th. That's the day they put out this.
Oh, that's not ideal. That's
Why
not
is
ideal
Emma like
timing.
oddly staring at us without moving?
Because her thing crashed. She's got. I like that vacant stare though.
That's creepy as
left.
all get out. Yeah, and
Hi.
I gotta
It
tell
is.
you, this makes me feel better about the opportunity for me to get out swastika themed work because I only have one layer of editing. That's Emma lurking. She's the only one who looks at the stuff that we
That's true.
post. So yeah, this
Usually
is
I'll
good for me.
catch it. If you somehow make something look like a swastika, I think I gotcha.
Yeah, Emma.
Basically,
Alright.
The
if
part
you're
you
both
missed.
high, we're dead. We're dead.
The part you might have missed that might shock you about Binance is that the yesterday, April 20th, also was Hitler's birthday.
Oh, cool.
So maybe we need to
Cool.
look more at Binance. Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
All right. Moving on. Number 3. Here's why blank has an edge in bidding war for Denver Broncos. Who's buying the Denver
Oh,
Broncos?
I knew.
Here's
It's
why blank
Walmart's air.
air is
It's
edge.
Walmart's. I know that. I know the answer to this. It's
That-
one of the Waltons.
I mean, I'll agree with you because I always thought the Broncos are very corny. There's something very corny about that organization. So that does seem appropriate that the
Peyton Manning
Walmart
was
air.
their quarterback.
Just everything
so corny
about
is
it.
right.
Elway, that's all a bunch of cornballs.
I think it's the same. It's not. Is it the same Walton that is like wants to build a utopian city?
Really.
Wasn't
Emma?
that one of the Waltons? Yeah.
I believe so. That you are correct. It is the Walmart heir Rob Walton who wants to buy Rob. Of course his name is Rob. Come on. The team is going to go for about 4 billion allegedly, and Rob Walton is worth about 70 billion, 57 of which is in Walmart stock, which does mean he is plenty liquid to cover that 4 billion. And there are only 18 people on the planet richer than the Waltons, and none of the current opponent bidders would be able to outbid Rob.
Yeah, I was
as
going to say, good
currently.
luck. Let me
Yeah.
ask you a
What does
question.
that say about humanity? That one, that the richest people in humanity are people who basically build giant boxes to sell you crap you mostly don't need. What does that say about us?
It's not great. But on the bright side,
Yeah.
if he was successful in his bid for the Broncos, Rob Walton would be the country's second richest sports team owner, right behind Microsoft's Steve Ballmer, who
Oh.
owns the Clippers.
Let me ask you this, Emma. I know that the NFL has really been pushing to get diverse ownership. They want black owners. Is Rob Walton black? I ask you that.
I would go with no.
Oh,
He's
It's a
very
shame.
white.
damn.
It's
That's too
it's
bad.
a shame, but generational wealth,
Aw.
typically white guys. It stands to
NFL, you're
reason.
so close, but a rich guy came along and we just couldn't sell it to the black guy. Oh, sorry.
They're scouring the world for the 17th most rich guy in the world to buy it and hoping that person's
All right.
All
Thank
right,
you, Emma.
and
Oh,
finally,
one more. Yeah.
blank is capitalizing on the shortage in U.S. student housing.
Charlie
doing
Munger.
that?
I don't even know what that means. Oh, why is that, Matt? Well, how's he doing that?
I don't know the
building-
answer.
by
I'm
building
guessing Charlie
windowless
Munger
dorms?
because he's come up with the greatest windowless dorm ever
That's true.
that can probably be built by like 6 people in 45 minutes.
All right. It's
I mean,
a
I'm
company.
gonna-
It's not a person. It's
Yeah,
a
like,
company.
I mean, the obvious answer, of course, is Airbnb, right? Because housing
Actually,
shortage?
I think the answer is Blackstone. I think they went out and
Oh, of
bought a
course.
whole bunch of campus real estate, like a real estate company that manages dorms.
Annoyingly, that is correct. It is
Boring.
Blackstone. Yeah.
Woo!
So Blackstone,
It
Matt,
hurts
is
being right all the time.
very
Or
dead
once.
on. Blackstone bought American Campus Communities for about $13 billion, which owns 166 properties across 71 university campuses. So
Emma has a thing
Blackstone.
about Blackstone. Emma's like she can't.
Blackstone
Yeah.
scares me. I
It
don't like
ruins you.
them.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
But
bother
wait a
me.
minute. Blackstone bought a bunch of student housing for 13 billion. They could have bought 3 Denver Broncos for that. Buy
Or
the
They
Denver
could've.
Broncos.
Or they could have
What
bought
horrible
2.5.
financial decisions.
They could have bought 2.5 Jeff Greens.
And get what? 2.5. And guess what? Blackstone. Blackstone has the word black in the name of it, which means it would have passed the Rooney Rule in the
would've been
NFL
enough.
the way they currently.
Yeah,
it would have been enough.
Well, what about Jeff Green? Could that also count as
He's
okay,
diverse. It's
There's no way
diversity.
there was no way we're derailed right now. We're right on topic. Thank you, Emma.
That's all I got.
That was Business Pants by Free Float Media. Tomorrow's our long show. Tonight we're actually talking to a fancy expert for our show.
Beautiful.
Rachel Allenbakis from she's an Australian journalist covering ESG. She has serious cred for me because she actually used to work at the Boston Phoenix once upon a
Really?
time.
Nice.
Yes. She's legit. She's the real
Okay.
deal. We're going to have her tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll be back with lots more to say someday. Goodbye.